Now, the last time you saw this team, well, they were hitting for a walk-off, and Dakota Elrod is 1 for 4 on the day. He has a single, almost hit for the cycle a couple of games ago, but he's got a pressure situation. He has the bases loaded. His team is down 1 run with 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning. Can this rookie bring his team home right here, right now? First pitch is going to be a ball, so you're going to lay off of that one. The 1-0 count, he's in the driver's seat right now. All he's got to do is put one into play. A single is going to score somebody, maybe 2. He's got one. He puts it into the gap. This is going to drop. The left fielder's not going to get to it. They're going to send. Oh, they're going to keep one guy here at third. Probably could have sent 2. They didn't want to risk it for the biscuit there. But another big moment by Dakota Elrod, and the young fella is hyped. Now, it's actually our pitcher that was up, so after he took that strike, we're going to end up pulling him out and let Scott Van Slyke come in and see what he can do in a bases-loaded clutch situation. Now, Van Slyke is up with the 1-1 count. He's still trying to get a single here to give our team a 1-run lead. Can he be clutch like Elrod? He checks on that one, and he takes it ahead of the account, 2-1. He's in the driver's seat right now, looking for a fastball that he can drive into the gap. He's going to hit one. That wasn't exactly what he was looking for. We're going to send Frisk home as well on this one. We're going to see not 1, but 2-run score, and we got an 11-9 lead. Now, the Reds are going to bring in another closer. They got Raisel Iglesias in, who's 1-0 with 2 saves on the year. But he has to face Cameron Maben right now, and Maben's been having a solid performance this afternoon. Now, Maben again with guys on first and second. Maben's going to hit one. This is going to be a blooper. I don't know if the shortstop can get to it. He's going to snag that one. It's going to end the inning, but a 2-run lead. Great performance there by Elrod and Van Slyke to give this team a comfortable spot. Now, Barraclough comes in with 7 saves on the season. He has essentially lost 2 of them, but hopefully he can walk out of here and help our team conserve this W today. And the first batter that Barraclough is going to face is going to be Scooter Jeanette, who's 1 for 4 on the day with a single. Now, can he get him out? He got a lefty against a righty. First pitch is just outside the zone. Now, things have gotten bad here because we're sitting with a 3-1 count against Jeanette. So we're going to go change up. That one's going to be a little high, and Jeanette somehow, someway swung on that one. 3-2 count. Got to get this one. And it's high and out of the zone. Jeanette is now on base. Tying run is coming up to the plate now. Now, things got pretty bad there against Jeanette, and Joey Votto is up, and he's itching for a nice little hit. He's 1 for 3 on the afternoon. We're going to try a slider inside and jam him a little bit. That one ends up being outside, and Votto hits it down the line. This is going to be bad. It's going against the wall here. We're going to try and get to the cutoff guy. Got an opportunity to go to second. We're going to see if we can get it there. Votto is going to slide in. All right, Schebler is up, and this guy already hit a home run in today's game. Can we stop him here? Now, he's going to hit a pop-up that's going to bail us out. Second base is going to get this one for the first out of the game, or the first out of the 9th inning. And we're going to see if we can do these next 2 outs here. Eugenio Suarez is up. He's 1 for 3 on the game with a double. Now, he's got a couple of cold zones up high, so we're going to try to hit those. We're going to miss those. You can see that Barraclough's a little worried, so I think it's time just to get someone in the bullpen going. So we're going to get Ziegler up. We're going to warm him up. We're going to do a quick little mound visit here. See if we can get Barraclough to have some confidence, because right now the dude has literally 0 confidence. So we're going to go slider outside. He's too early. This one's going to be hit. He's going to go to first base. Nice throw, and we hold the runners at second and third. This is coming down to the wire. Now, Adam Duvall, this guy is literally a triple shy of the cycle. Can we stop this guy here? This is going to be close. So Barraclough goes in high on his first one. It's going to be fouled off. We're going to try and go for a slider outside on this one. That one goes high, and the umpire says that's not a strike. Barraclough can't believe it. He's like, how is that not a strike? One more look at it here. I mean, that's 90% in the zone. We're going to go change up down. That was going to catch the corner of the strike zone. So things are looking good. 1 pitch away, potentially, from getting out of this jam. We're going to try and go slider outside again. He swung and he missed. Barraclough gets out of it. What a crazy performance at the end of the game. Elrod came up huge, Van Slyke came up huge, and Barraclough got shaky, but he still held on to get that save. Big-time players make big-time plays. We can take a look at the standings, though, after that really good performance, so we got a W, but as you guys know, I don't want to get too many of those W's at this point. I'm trying to lose, but lose respectfully and still get a high draft pick. Now, right now, you can see 12-20 on the season. We're like 6 games back, basically, in our division. If you look at the entire National League for the wild card, yeah, there's a long way to go. We're basically the second to worst team in the wild card spot, so not really going to work there. In the American League, to give you guys a taste of what that wild card looks like, Tigers are up top. It's actually pretty close between the Tigers, Orioles, Twins, and Royals. Those guys are all neck and neck right now. And then down here at the bottom, you see the Blue Jays at 14 and 20. So our side of Major League Baseball not doing as well as the American League side. Something I also want to do is keep you guys in tune with kind of how the league is going. So as we're 32 games into the season, you can see Jed is up top, Ender and Ciarte, Buster Posey, all those guys are leading the National League. On the American League side, Lonnie Chisenhall, Nelson Cruz, Adrian Beltre, Vasil Garcia. If we look at, let's move over to home runs. You can see George Springer leads the American League with Nelson Cruz and Stanton up there as well. National League, Ian Happ, Nolan Arenado, Eugenio Suarez, who we just played against. He actually has 8 home runs, so he's been killing it so far this year too. In the National League, Nolan Arenado leads everybody with 30 RBIs. In the American League, it's George Springer with his teammate Carlos Correa right behind him with 29 RBIs, and the Manny Machado behind him tied with Giancarlo Stanton. D. Gordon proves that he is still one of the fastest players, if not the fastest player in the major leagues with 15 stolen bases. And then on the opposite side of the National League, Trey Turner has 15 for him too. I mean, those dudes are killing it. And then Christian Yelich, you know, former Miami Marlin, has 8. I really wish we still had him, but you know, that's how the cookies crumble sometimes. In the National League, there are a ton of pitchers tied at 4 wins. Obviously, that'll spread out throughout the season. In the American League, though, Luis Severino, 6 wins on the year. Dude, 6-0 with 51 strikeouts and 20 walks. His ERA is 3.40, but he's still been money all year long. And speaking of earned run average, if we look at the American League, Tyler Kinley's leading with a 1.91 ERA. Again, really, really good for him. And then on the National League side, Jake Arrieta with a precise 0.91 ERA. I doubt he keeps it under 1 all season long, but I mean, this dude's making a case for the Cy Young already. I also want to take some time to kind of examine how our rookies and our team are performing overall. So as you can see, if we go down to the first one, Frisk is basically the most games played by any of the rookies. So he's got 21 hits, 1 home run, 7 RBIs. But his batting average, honestly, high-key needs some work. We can also see Dakota Elrod here, who's in a little bit of a slump too. He's batting the best, I think, out of all the rookies at 284. I mean, those are pretty good numbers for a rookie with 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, and you guys saw that he has 1 stolen base there, which again is kind of crazy considering his speed is a 42. Andre Johnson here has 1 home run, 7 RBIs, 5 stolen bases, and a 1.85 batting average, which is a little bit below Frisk. Again, those guys decent work, but the rookies, I hope they'll figure it out. When we move over to AA, we can see how our pitchers are doing so far. And I gotta admit, AJ Berry, he's doing well in AA, and I think he'll go to AAA pretty soon. 5-1 in the year in AA, 10 walks, 33 strikeouts, and 35 innings pitched, and a 3.34 ERA. I want to see the ERA come down some, but that's still really good. Recently promoted to AA as well was Alvin Morris. This guy was killing it in single A, so I'm like, look, he's ready for it. Let's put him up here. So he's 1-1 in the year, almost 30 innings pitched, 24 strikeouts in 28 innings pitched. I like that sort of correlation there. Again, the ERA slightly above 3. He can work on that, but he's making progress. Bobby Beamer also doing pretty well. 8 strikeouts and 11 innings pitched. Doesn't have any saves or wins or losses right now, but a 0.82 ERA is a very quick way to get yourself promoted to AAA. And behind him, we also see Hank Chase. Only 3 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, but an ERA of 12. Yeah, you're not reading that incorrectly. An ERA of 12. So Hank, I like the 5 strikeouts, the 4 walks I'm not really a fan of, but 12 for your ERA means you're going to be spending a lot more time in AA before we see you move up. Now, Jamil Aziz unfortunately hurt his wrist, so he's spending some time on the DL, but before that, we can get a look at how he was doing. A 316 average, no home runs, because, again, doesn't really have much power, but 5 RBIs and 2 stolen bases. He's showing promise, but let's see how he does after the injury. Moving on to AAA, you can see Bobby Bradley, again, the backup first baseman that we picked up. He's actually having a really good year so far. Again, he's more of a power hitter at this point of his career, but 2 home runs and 20 RBIs with 4 stolen bases. And a 250 average, those aren't bad. Let's see the average come up a little bit for him though. Mr. Torres though in AAA is struggling, so I don't think he's ready for, you know, coming to the majors anytime soon, but we'll let him find his footing and hopefully get a little bit better. Esteban Florial though, 373 average. I mean, this dude, again, I called it. I think he's the gem of that trade. 4 home runs, 10 RBIs, 28 hits in 19 games. This dude's putting on a show, almost batting 400. Now, a lot of you guys have also asked that I make a couple of trades, especially including JB Shucks. So JB Shuck, Dylan Peters, and Chad Wallach, we're going to get rid of them for MJ Melendez, Scott Blewett, and Richard Lovely. Now, if we look at Scott Blewett, actually, he's going to be rated higher than the guy that we're sending out. So he's 21 years of age, 62 overall. The guy that we're sending out as a starting pitcher, I believe, is actually lower rated at a 58. He's 25, so the chance of him kind of blossoming into the guy we thought, not really worried. So those are the main pieces, and I think if you look at Scott Blewett's stuff, he shows some potential. Like, we want to get him into an organization that can foster him. And as you guys can tell, I am trying to build a pitching warehouse. If we can get really good pitchers, that'll make life much easier. So we're going to offer this trade, and the Royals are going to take it. Now here in the 8th inning, look at this. Andre Johnson, a home run, a double, and a single. You know what he needs. He needs a triple right here, and the young fella will have the cycle. So here we go, down 3-4, top of the 8th inning. Andre Johnson sees one. He's going to hit one. Okay, he's going to poke it. He's getting one more single. Would have loved the triple, but I don't think it's going to happen tonight, young fella. And the manager says for Johnson to go ahead and steal, so you're going to see him take his time here. See if he can get this one with Giavotella up. He's a little bit late on that jump. This is going to be close. They're going to throw this one. He slides to the outside part of the bag, and that was a beautiful steal there. Now, the manager wants us to steal third. Now, they're actually sitting in now with the third base, so it makes perfect sense to go ahead and steal because he's got to run back. So you're going to see him move out there again. He's going to try to slide to the outside. He does it again, and he avoids the tag. This dude is a wizard on the base pass. Andre Johnson just stole second and third base back-to-back pitches. Like, that's difficult to do. This ball's going to be hit out to right field. We're going to see if he can go in here. This is going to be close. This is going to be a one-hopper. Johnson's in, and he's before the tag, so he's tied things up. Back-to-back stolen bases, and then he tags up, and he ties it up at 4 on the 8th inning. Now, Johnson actually is going to have one more bat. Again, the home run, the double, the 2 singles. His batting average is now above 200, which is what we want to see. 4 hits in today's game. The triple would give him the cycle. He's going to smack that one, but it's going to be foul. With the 0-1 count, next pitch into Johnson. He's there, and he gets it, but it's not even close to being fair. 1-2 count. Got to get that 5th hit here if you're Johnson. If he's on the base pass, he's dangerous, and he gets another base hit. He's not going to have the cycle, I have to imagine at this point, with it being in the 10th inning. But he now has 5 base hits in this game. Yeah, go ahead and tell him, young fella, you killed it today. Now, with nobody out, we're on base again. You know they have to be worried about how dangerous we are on the base pass. So Johnson again trying to steal. He's going to try to slide to the outside, and he again beats the tag. This kid is killing it. That gives him at least 3 stolen bases in his last 2 at-bats. Kind of nuts. Now again, he's going to go for third again. Can they stop this man? He's going to slide again, and no one is close. 4 stolen bases in his last 2 times on the base pass. This kid is wild, man. Now here comes Martin Prado. He's 0 for 4. Not exactly the best game of his career, but we only have 1 out. So again, if Prado can just poke one into the outfield, it's enough more than likely for Johnson to tag up. Now he's going to hit one. It's right to the first baseman. 0 chance to tag up there. Now here we go. Dakota Elrod, who's 0 for 2 in the day. He has 2 walks, so technically he's batted more than that, but we'll see what he can do here. The young fella has been clutch so far this season. Can he get something major here? So the 2-1 count to Elrod. He's going to poke one to the third baseline, but that's going to be an easy throw. They're going to get Elrod out, and we're going to stay tied here in the top of the 10th. And unfortunately, the Cubs are going to walk out of here in the bottom of the 10th inning with the W, but Andre Johnson played really well. So many stolen bases, 5 hits. I mean, he got out of that hitting slump that he's been in, and he's shown that he's a stud, but it just wasn't enough for the victory.